Welcome to the Open Shop Pink Couch, our very, very first taping in our new offices at Bay & Bloor. Pascal, thank you for coming, and I feel like you're christening the couch with your presence.
Well, thank you very much for having me. A beautiful office. Congratulations to you and your team, and I'm very excited to be on this beautiful and very comfortable couch too.
So listen, you have been now in Canada for about a year, and what I want to understand from you is what have you learned? Because we always like to hear about ourselves, right? What have you learned about the Canadian consumer that you can share with us that agents might, be able to leverage?
Absolutely. So the way I have been perceiving Canadians is that you're really great travelers. You're all year round travelers, which is great also for Switzerland. But mainly I find you're very curious and you like to explore new destinations. You want to see the hidden gems. You don't want to go necessarily where everybody else is going. So that's something that I really love about you Canadians. You're savvy. You look for meaningful experiences. So you don't just want to go to tick off a list, but you really want to learn something, do something, have these meaningful shared experiences, and we have many of them in Switzerland.
Yes, you do. And you notice that through the I'm trying to just understand, through the booking patterns, through research, through talking to agents, where do you see that difference?
All the three, I would say, and I also really like how Canadians, you're well informed. You know a lot about geography.
We know where Switzerland is.
You care about the planet, and yeah, that's fun. I think this is why we love what we're doing in the travel industry, to learn about each other, about other countries. And I'm always impressed here in Toronto, in Montreal, in Vancouver, in Calgary, everywhere, how you're curious about the world, how you have traveled to many countries. And yeah, that's something that I really enjoy. So I learn a lot from you about Canada and the world. And of course, I'm happy to show you more of the hidden gems that people probably don't know yet in Switzerland. We have our 4 regions, so there is a lot to explore, and even if people have already been to Switzerland, there are many more great places to see.
So you talk about, Canadians looking for experiences and meaningful travel. So let's explore that in terms of Switzerland. What can an agent sell that you feel fits that bill?
Yes. I mean, we have an experience finder that's actually very useful for you agents, so you can filter according to what your clients love to do. It can be something, make your own cheese with your family and friends, to craft your own Swiss watch. It can be
craft your own Swiss watch.
I mean, you probably don't do the whole watch, but you help to craft it.
That's great.
It's wonderful. Or you go hiking with friends or beloved ones, and how about starting or ending a day with a yoga class on top of a summit, looking over the Swiss Alps. How about, fine dining in some of the best restaurants in the world? You can learn a lot about our glaciers, about our nature.
Can we learn to yodel?
Of course you can.
Because that I would really, I think I'd be good at that.
Of course you can. And I recently learned in a new study that yodeling is actually one of the most relaxing activities.
I believe that.
That you can learn and do. So I all invite you to yodel once
and
once a day.
Can you yodel? You have to yodel for
Old
us.
lady. So that's, I'm not very good, but that's all I have, and we can do it together. But there are many great yodelers in Switzerland, and actually it's an old form of communication. So farmers used to do it, how we use the cell phones now. So they used to do it from one mountain to the next mountain to inform each other, and yeah, technology started early in Switzerland with the yodeling.
The train, talk to me about the trains, because I love trains. To me, it's the most romantic way to travel, and you have a fabulous system.
Yes, so Canadians love meaningful experiences, and one of them is riding our scenic trains. I like to call them roller coasters because they're fun and of course, they are very safe, but with the Swiss Travel Pass, you can experience all trains in Switzerland. So the most famous one is the Glacier Express, and you get to eat. It's very scenic. You get to have schnapps on the train. Then there is the Bernina Express. There's the Golden Pass. And it's really something that's wonderful for families or groups, particularly for families, also for you agents. Children and teenagers up to 16 travel for free with the Swiss Travel Pass. Wow. Plus, with this pass, 500 museums are included. So if it's, the weather is not so good one day, or people love the arts, then 25 castles. That's also something that I learned about you Canadians. You love history, you love castles. We have many beautiful castles. Then the lakes, the boats are included in this pass. So the pass comes really with wonderful values, and something that I highly recommend to you agents. Of course, you also get a commission, and you can book it with the luggage transfers. That's always a question related to that. So you can have transferred your luggage from the hotel to the next hotel, or from the train station to the next.
And one of the things that you mentioned is that from the east of Canada, flying to ski in the Alps is equivalent in terms of cost to flying to Whistler. So I think for a lot of people that is new information.
Yes, so two things. The ski tickets, the lift tickets often cost half in Switzerland than what you pay in Canada or in the States. So when people have a perception of Switzerland being expensive, we pay half for the ski passes than what you pay here. So that's on the cost side. And then for the flights, yes, you have Swiss offers direct flights 7 hours out of Montreal into Zurich and Geneva, or Air Canada here out of Toronto 8 hours. And if you fly from east to west, so it's often a 5-6 hour flight, maybe with a layover even 10 hours, whereas in 7 hours you're in Switzerland, and an hour later you're already in the ski resort having a coffee schnapps or a cappuccino, enjoying the sun. Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for coming in, Pascal. It's interesting to hear your perspective on Canadians, and the yodel is really, that was the highlight.
Next time we do it together.
Okay.
Next time we do it together.
Sounds good.
Thank you very much to all of you for promoting Switzerland, and all the best in your new beautiful office. Thank you very much, Nina.